What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with our Russian imperialistic campaign. We literally defeated the Ottomans, but it was a very bloody war. Yes, we took back a lot of previous territory. Yes, we finally took Constantinople, and one of my biggest issues now is basically I've got a lot of rebels that we're going to have to deal with. Now, obviously, over time, a lot of this, war exhaustion will tick away, and so, therefore, a lot of the unrest should die down. While I'm waiting, I might even want to get somebody... Ooh, I forgot. If this does get too bad, because I'm Russian, I haven't done this in a really long time, I can remove a lot of the rebellious factions' support by about 30%. In the meantime, we've got some rebels inside Romania. We're sending down 36,000 troops. And let's actually also go ahead and mothball all of these forts, because my number one priority is to make money again. And I can't really do that when we're doing stupid things. I would like land maintenance modifiers, but I don't think that's going to be a viable option. And very soon we're going to get the Rotterdam Plow. Looks like we are now trading in fur. I'm happy that we reconquered a bunch of forts, don't get me wrong, but they are expensive. I might even create a few more, maybe one in, like, Hormuz. I don't really know. I do need to deal with these Romanian issues. And something else, we obviously are annexing Serbia. Should we try to remove bits and pieces from the Teutonic Order? I don't know, but we might want to go ahead and placate local rulers once and twice. And now we did lose a bunch of prestige, but they are now loyal again. So I do like that. But my issue is they are going to grow in development over time. But should I try to remove a little bit of their development now? Because they have 395. Like, I could easily remove Memel. Don't know if I'll do that. And actually, one thing we need to look at, I have 29%, what's the word I'm looking for? Trade power in Constantinople. So now I could remove one of these merchants, like from Siberia, because they're only moving over 3 ducats a month. Let's recall you and try to take some of this money. Surprisingly, this just ridiculously went down. It was like 40 gold. Let's collect from trade. I did the wrong merchant. That's awkward. And how much money are we really making? Once this merchant comes back, which should be any moment now, we need to now go to speed 4. And transfer trade power from the merchant that's not doing anything. We want to go upstream. So basically, we're making 6 ducats every single month from Constantinople. If I built up a trade fleet, or if I conquered more and more lands from Constantinople, it would obviously go better. Request military access from Asan. Request military access from Berat. And it looks like the Boyars believe they are entitled to more lands. Can I give... I would like to give this to the Burghers, not the Boyars, but obviously we have some land that we can throw around somewhere, maybe, kind of. Let's give you to the Boyars, and now they should be good to go. I want to core these, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it just yet, so let's look at the overextension, and now make these into states. And really, I probably should have waited. For some reason, I thought my war exhaustion only affected all of these, but I obviously just overpaid. Integration of Serbia. We now have 5 troops that we don't need. Let's disband these. And we now have 2 of 5 diplomatic relations. One of which is Hungary. The other is the Teutonic Order, who absolutely hates... Ooh. Can I declare on you? Yes, I can. Let's make you into a vassal. That was awesome. The Ottomans are losing a lot of territory. And another thing, we probably don't need to spend this much money activating all of our forts. We are now going to take Armenia, now that they have basically decided to become their own nation. Okay, I can purchase a new ability. Let's go ahead and get Liberty Desire in the same continent of subjects. Minus 25. I would like this. Ignore corn cost. Global naval engagement. Let's get the forced march require no power. I'm very happy that we now have pretty much gained a new vassal, even if their development is incredibly low. It's about 24, not bad. And peace offer from Armenia. No thank you. Do I want to go ahead and change over this to the correct religion? Not really, but we probably should. We gotta deal with these Sunni separatists in time. 91% war score. 99, actually 100. And now we can make them into a vassal, take all of their money, and life will go on. The Ottomans are a little upset again. But I am planning on destroying the Ottomans for good. Maybe not in our next war, but probably in the next 2 wars to come. Let's also go ahead, now that we have a new, brand new vassal, we probably should improve relations first. General Estates of 1783 in France. I don't know what that means. French Revolution has started. Ooh. Let's improve the relations of our newly found vassal. And then we can go ahead and remove a lot of this army maintenance. Another thing I probably could do is, once again, remove some additional troops. Maybe about 2 more. And the reason why is I want to make money. I'm making now 97 ducats a month. And unfortunately, every time I create these, I basically just removed about 600 coins. So over time, if I don't fight anybody, it should pay for itself. I do need to rebuild some of our navies. Let's mothball our ships for now. And these rebels are the only real issue that I have. Rebel uprisings, the Sunni zealots. But maybe these missionaries will finish up in time. As they get closer and closer, I am monitoring that situation. And I wonder... We do need the Inquisitor, so I don't think I'm going to do anything about that. So Constantinople and Biga are the only real issues. And one thing that's amazing is if I just have a pretty powerful fleet, the Ottomans can't cross. Now, obviously, I'm going to need to spend a lot of money on that fleet, but basically, in my next war, I can really focus on just these key areas. And I probably will be building up a very powerful castle inside Hormuz. Now that our war exhaustion is down to 4.32, I'm sure a lot of these actual overextension and cores are now cheaper. And our missionaries need to finish up sometime soon. Can I improve my stability? Not really. We still have 80% Sunni zealots. They say they're going to come sometime soon. And I have too few rivals, so the only rival left in the game is Ming. They have a more powerful navy and a more powerful army. I don't even know if I'm really going to declare war on them because they're just so outright ridiculous. But one thing I might want to do is begin like an annexation of Hungary. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe the Teutonic Order. But basically they have so much development, so much overlordship. They just think they're better than me. And I don't like that. So I might have to deal with them in time. They are the correct religion, don't get me wrong. But it's making things harder than it should be. Biga is about to change missionary strength, and then so is Constantinople. And then we will immediately begin working on, once Constantinople's done, we will then begin our cores. And I wonder, is Samsky... Samsky is probably... This should be 0. No, it's not. Samsky is probably the correct... is not a core. So I think I'm going to wait on this as well. And every single month that goes by, basically the war exhaustion does tick away. Which is good, which is what we need. Okay, let's go ahead and begin those cores. This is going to be very expensive, but the idea is now we're paying about 8% more rather than like 30% more. Administrative power. Okay, this is going to be a couple months. We're still waiting for these Sunni separatists to die off. I could also go ahead and spend some missionaries somewhere. Do I want to go ahead and activate repress all rebels by 30%. That was much easier. Now we can deal with these whom separatists. Yeah, I might even go ahead and begin my annexation of Hungary sometime soon. I don't know about the Teutonic Order, but I think Hungary is going to be one of our biggest threats. And in order to do that, I need 100 prestige to placate local rulers a bunch of times. Okay, looking at the Sunni separatists, a lot of provinces are a little upset, and it's because of, you know, we are working on obviously changing a lot of the missionary compatibilities. Let's get the Rotterdam Plough giving us more production. Let's get the Joint Stock Companies giving us more trade. And the Cuirassiers giving us better military. So now we are once again ahead of time in technology. I am happy about that. And I would like to destroy Cilicia, but they're allied with Saxony, Scotland, and Austria. So that's not going to happen. Looks like the Teutonic Order getting annihilated by a few rebels. You would think that wouldn't happen, but I guess it is. So it looks like our military is obviously still, you know, working on getting a lot of their organization back. I'm so happy that we reconquered a lot of these forts. And I'm guessing my next actual conquest... Ooh, a lot of these nations have been released, so the Ottomans are still dealing with a lot of issues. I am happy about that. That means it's going to not be as big of a deal. Oh, you know what? We've forgotten to repay some of our loans. We now only have to pay 5,600 ducats back. Let's go ahead, grant monopoly charters, recruit a very powerful yearly inflation reduction minister, ask for contribution, demand Diplo support. Let's do the same thing. Recruit, call for a diet, and then demand military support. Demand admin, and we are good to go. So now we can probably pay off another loan sometime soon. Not yet. Let's go ahead, switch on over to the yearly inflation reduction modifier. And so now we aren't making as much money, but this inflation should die off in time. And all I want to deal with now are these Sunni separatists. But I mean, over time, a lot of this war exhaustion is going to tick away. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of these areas are going to be mine eventually. Do we want to lose Diplo power and improve the burghers or the boyars? Let's improve the burghers and unfortunately lose admin rather than Diplo. But we can go ahead and grant the boyars a brand new province. Let's give them Zionamar. It's only 4 development, not going to do much. This is 8. This is to the boyars, and now they like me again. Very soon we can repay off another one of our loans because we're making about 90 ducats a month. I'm willing to bet now we're making 95. If we could somehow get this land maintenance modifier ticker to go away, and this clergy, you know, national tax modifier to go away, we would be doing very well. Should I go after the Knights of St. John, I would bring in Venice and Tuscany. While I destroy Tuscany, I could easily maybe release a nation of... What is this? Naples, and maybe make them my vassal. Or I could probably release Ferrara. I don't know. But you know what? Let's do that. We are going to need to build up a navy, and therefore we're going to need to actually use some coin. Let's unmothball our ships. Let's go ahead, build up. These need to be 18 now. And let's go ahead and save this template name. You are going to be built here. If we had cored all of these areas, I think we could build ships all the way down the line. But we don't have it yet. And we're probably going to build another 50 ships. All pretty much galleys. Do we have the sailors? Yes, we do, but we don't have the money. Could I build them up here? Probably. Yikes, we have some rebels that I never saw. They're from Scandinavia, so obviously they are not my rebels. All of these cores are being worked on. All of these, I'm guessing the unrest is probably at 0. Very close to it. Not where it needs to be. And we are in 1763. So like I said, within the last 100 years, we focused more on our economy rather than just growing militarily. Now, don't get me wrong, we've definitely made some expansions, but we definitely have repaid a lot of our loans. We've focused on a lot of our technology, improving the development in a lot of areas. So I would say things are going in our favor. I see some rebels are down inside this area. And I'm also willing to bet that once our cores are done, a lot of these places might like me again. Hopefully. Okay, who can I improve relations with? Would the Papal States like to be my vassal? That'd be amazing if I forced them to be Orthodox. Austria, if I declared on you... I don't want to do this. Everybody would come to their aid. I probably need an ally myself. Would France ever like to be my ally? They could deal with Spain while I dealt with Ming. Would Barat like to be my ally? Yes, they would. Maybe they would help against Ming. Well, that was quick. They're in a war right now. I don't want to do this. Are they losing? They're in 3 wars. And they're gonna lose the war against Ming and Spain. Let's decline our new alliance. I am absolutely not gonna help them in their time of need. It was more to only facilitate my growth, not theirs. Okay, so all of those cores have finished up. I'm willing to bet that, yeah, a lot of these, uprisings are still a problem. Some are going to tick away. But we don't really have anything that would make us save money. And obviously deal with this unrest. So let's go ahead, and we are obviously building up a lot of our ships as we are about to declare war on the Knights. I would like to go ahead and build up about 50 galleys, and that'll take 826 days. So for the time being, let's reduce our army maintenance, at least for now. We're making a lot of money every single month. We're making a lot of admin. We're making a lot of diplo. Not necessarily a lot of military power, but the idea is if we could somehow get another vassal of maybe even... Oh, if we could declare on Venice. They're allies with France. But France won't join. Tuscany would. If I could get Venice as a vassal, that would be awesome. And then we could easily just take the Knights for our own, if that makes any sense. But I am going to need a pretty powerful force. France isn't going to join in because they're in a war. It's literally stupid of me to do it now, but I probably should. I'm going to wait just a little bit longer. See, I feel like this -5 is going to go away very, very soon. Let's bring our army maintenance up just a little bit. And just in case, we're probably going to bring down a few units. Just so we'll be prepared for anything. These units can go to St. Petersburg. These units are done. These units can go down. So all we're doing is waiting on some galleys to be produced. I could even build another 50, just to be safe. You're going to be building in St. Petersburg. It's going to be about 1,000 days. And you know what? I really, really hope we're building galleys. And yes, we are. For a moment, I thought we were building light ships. So, I guess my question is, should I declare war on Venice now? France is not going to join in. You know what? I think we're going to have to do this. But I would rather wait a few months just to get my ships in order. Let's get the army tradition. And you know what? Let's declare war now. Probably a massive, massive mistake. We have Shirvani separatists that I don't want to deal with. So you two are going to have to swing over. And so the entire idea... How do they have so many units? Is Tuscany really that powerful? Do they have overseas units? Not really. I might have to just remove some of these... I mean, not only are we going to try to vassalize Venice, if that's even possible, which it should be. They don't have very many provinces. Can't look until the 12th, which is kind of upsetting. Are we losing any naval battles? No. So what we're going to do is we're going to make Venice my vassal. We're going to also take the province of the Knights, of Rhodes, which is actually 23 development. And I think what we're going to do, that'll bring us to 4 of 5 diplomatic relations. I'll probably release the province of Ferrara, and I might even take, like, a province of Abruzzi for myself. I don't know. It would be cool if I took Provence. But let's begin improving relations with France. I might make them an ally. I don't know. It would be amazing if I could. Let's take all 26 of these galleys, try to destroy whatever ships we can. They have such a big fleet. Such a big fleet. And here comes Venice. Wow, look at all of these troops. Like, Tuscany can't be that powerful. You're telling me that just these provinces are as powerful, or almost nearly as powerful as me. Do they have more troops than we do? They do. They literally have more infantry than we do. I obviously could build a lot more, I just don't want to. Alright, I have a lot of units. We are going to send them on into their deaths. A 3-4, not bad, but could be better. Venice is about to get annihilated. Let's take the 50 admin. Wow, they literally got destroyed. Alright, we are still building up a lot of our ships. I am now going to take all of you into the Gulf of Varna. I see that we lost that battle. Did they get annihilated? Not really. Oh, they're still coming in. So now what we're going to do is bring in all of our ships, if we even can make it. And it looks like we are coming in one at a time. Not probably the best strategy. Yep, there goes all of our galleys. Yeah. But at least we're building up a lot in the north. Can we... I don't think blockades matter anymore. They do not. We're about to be attacked inside the woods. You're going to arrive on the 2nd of February, and now you're going to arrive on the 3rd of February, even with forced march. You guys are probably going to retreat. You're going to chill in the woods. You're going to chill in the woods. I need more units, and I don't know the best way to go about this. Did we get these Shirvani separatists? Not yet. I could produce more troops. I didn't want to, but it looks like I might have to now. Let's go ahead and get some defensive units, and defensive units. That'll take a few days. I deliberately did not produce them near the coastline. You're about to die. Can you get out of here? You can get out of here, which is good. You can all swim across the ocean. How is that possible? They said I would get away. Alright, that's what it is what it is. Okay, so now I've lost more units. Somehow we don't have a castle inside Bessarabia, so I am going to end this episode. Actually, let's swing on to the north. I am going to end this episode, but thank you all for joining me, and I will see you in our next adventure.